Hello, my friends. I'm Andrea, and I would like to talk to you about the month of February, which is a quick, short month, but this is a leap year, so we will have 29 days. And despite of the fact that we don't have such a multitude of aspects like in January or in other months at the end of 2023, it's a few of them, but they are very powerful. And I would like to talk about them, about important things and their significance. February is the beginning of a new era. I know I talked about it and we had the first big moves of Pluto into Aquarius from 2023 already, but now it's also supported by a nice new moon and conjunction of the Pluto with the Sun in Aquarius. We talk about the tropical Aquarius, and this shows a new era of around 20 years until 2044 of innovation and developments in AI, automation, and all domains regarding Aquarius, like decentralized systems, social networks, a lot of research even at atomic, subatomic level, because it's like Pluto with Uranus will make a trine, so it will be a supportive aspect from the end of 2025 onwards, and we will have an increase in this innovation and research, and this will be supported by other planets as well. We will go through this. And Aquarius is the sign of the genius. It's the sign of the researcher, the mad researcher that would be a very diligent scientist that goes for her beliefs in science and would have really the intelligence and inspiration to discover new things. So I think we will see a lot of innovative people also, especially young people that will come with brilliant ideas in order to solve humanity's problems at a scale where we don't imagine now. This trend will unfold in the next 20 years. We will have a short break, a short break actually, of Pluto. Again, it will regress into Capricorn, and this happens the last time in our lives. But from November onwards, November 2024, it will stay in Aquarius and it will go full speed there. Matters regarding space travel and communication with large masses are also favored with this Aquarius sign from a tropical perspective. And from a sidereal perspective, when we have the ingress, and this is basically already behind us on the 20th of January, we had this Pluto at 0 degrees of tropical Aquarius. This means that the sidereal zodiac, we had the seventh degree of Capricorn enabled approximately, which is near the 8th degree, the Yogatara of the Shravana nakshatra, which is related to the ear and to listening. So I do think this is very related to the fact that there will be a 3-step cycle in the next 20 years at the big picture level, or 3 areas, in order to conquer the whole world, or the problems of the humanity, because this is linked to the legend of the Shravana nakshatra with Lord Vishnu disguised as a dwarf and really tricking Mahabali into getting the whole earth from only 3 steps of land. So it is something that we need to be aware. It will be a sort of innovation out of nowhere, but very original ways to tackle problems in the next years. Now, we need to talk about the ruler of Aquarius. We have the modern ruler, which is Uranus. And we talked a lot about Uranus as well lately. And Uranus will also enter an air sign from 2026 onwards, you know, in a stable manner, but we will see the first ingress in 2025 already. And this will really uplift the air signs, which again have to do with travel, communication, networking, intelligence, and innovation in general. And it will be linked to the markets as well via Gemini, especially when also Uranus enters Gemini. But before that, what happens in 2024, we will have Jupiter enabling the sign of Gemini. So this also shows a lot of growth, new beginnings, and transformations in the way we trade. So in the markets, you can expect a lot of changes with technology, but also protocols and the whole dynamics of the market, I would say. Now, the traditional ruler of Aquarius is Saturn. Saturn has also a lot of boundaries, but it's a more lightweight energy in Aquarius than the one in Capricorn. And this is associated with discipline, I would say, and detecting things in a disciplined manner, step by step. So the 3 steps, remember that. I would really interpret it as a very interesting way, you know, to approach everything in 3 steps with new strategies and a way to really see the reality from another angle, and frameworks will be developed as well, because Saturn also puts things in a structure, in a box, and shows boundaries. So it would be also a organized research approach, organized innovation process that will happen in the next years. And I cannot really neglect the fact that we do have still Capricorn in sidereal, but when you ask me about Aquarius, I think about Rahu. And Rahu, the north node of the moon, is the ruler of Aquarius from a sidereal perspective. So I think this should be also taken into account. It's about this courage to explore things that we never explored, and to have this agility and alertness, but a more cold approach. And this is also indicated by Saturn. So it's like we are more in our minds and less in our hearts. So it's important to keep the balance here, but nevertheless, this gives us, you know, the power to push things forward and also to tap into a completely unknown topic out of the blue. I want to let you with this nice image of a cat, which is independent and is agile, you know, like really discovering the world. I would really picture this Rahu dimension of the Aquarius age like this. Now, with the introduction being made, I would like to go into the months a bit, because we are very interested what happens now. So not very easy to predict, I would say, but it will be a lot of emphasis on the tropical Aquarius. So first of all, the month will begin more slower in the first 3-4 days, but after the 4th, 5th, it will take off. Why? Because we had Uranus retrograde, and it turned direct on the 27th of January. So being a outer planet, it takes a bit longer, you know, to gain speed, but it will gain full speed, and from the first week of February we will start to see a lot of action and dynamics, because we do have all the planets direct. Until February 19th, when the Sun will enter the tropical Pisces, we will have a stellium, so a cluster of planets in Aquarius. So this means that we will have Pluto, first of all, so this is the big move that we mentioned as an outer planet, but also the quicker moving planets, Sun, Mars, Mercury and Venus, all of them in Aquarius. So I would see it as a start of growth, especially for AI coins, for network related, so social coins, for example. You can think about that. And it would be a new beginning, a innovation. It could be that also in this month, but also in the subsequent months, so we will have new such coins from these areas being released, and they will go well. And we do have the new moon on the 9th of February, and this is in the tropical Aquarius and in the sidereal Capricorn, in the Shravana nakshatra. Remember, the one associated with listening and ear. So it could be that also in this area a lot of innovation will be done, at hearing aids and other computer maybe interfaces that will help with these topics. And we do have here a trigger of the innovation and the Aquarius as the strongest, so to speak. And this happens until the 19th. So now on the crypto markets, I want to say that we do have a interesting development in the mid of the month. And it's quite bullish, I would say. We will have a sort of surge possible, and it looks like the most interesting area in the month, so to speak, for markets. And also the week after could be, quite interesting, especially for some financial assets. So look forward towards that. And the end of the month, basically the last week, we will have basically the important aspects of the month. Like mentioned, there are not that many, therefore I don't share the screen because it's not that difficult to remember. We do have squares between Jupiter and Mars and Mercury, respectively. Mars would have to do with the theme of the price action, and Mercury is about trading and markets. Jupiter squaring it would be fluctuation rather downwards. So it would be a possibility to buy at the end of the month, dollar cost average, and go long, starting from then. Of course, if March looks good, for the assets which are good in March. I want to thank you for your attention, for liking and subscribing. It helps the channel, and until next time, be joyful.